guys.
We're the
WW Gays.
And this is Keikos, everybody. This is one of our kitties.
He decided to jump on screen today.
So he's an attention getter right now.
He's saying hello. So he's allowed up there. So there's a higher ledge on our counter and he's allowed to sit there. So he does that all the time.
What do you want, baby?
So today, what are we doing?
We're going to show you guys how to make our tomato sauce.
Yes, and that's the tomato sauce that we've used on a lot of our recipes. We've used it.
It's either a marinara sauce and it's also our pizza sauce as well. But we always have like a container of it in the fridge.
Yep.
So if we want to make chicken parmesan, if we want to make a quick pasta, we've actually used it for a cold pasta salad as well, actually, which is really, really good instead of using a mayo base. So maybe we'll show you guys that recipe one day too. But to make our sauce.
So what we don't really have a mixture of, we don't always make it the same way. We always have a mixture of different vegetables that we put in it. Normally, some of the stuff that we have here is always recurring, but we tend to
sometimes
change it
it's
a lot.
Just a tomato sauce. There's no other vegetables, and sometimes you're like, oh, well, we have this, and it might go bad soon, so let's make something out of it.
So we have a can of Elmer's diced tomatoes. So this adds the liquid that you'll need for the sauce.
Yeah, and no salt, and it just adds a different flavor because it's a different type of tomato. Right?
We have 7 tomatoes,
fresh tomatoes that we just cut up into chunks.
Yeah. We have 2 jalapeno peppers
because we like it spicy.
We also have our regular garlic and habanero paste.
The ones that we grew in our garden this summer.
Yeah, so we made this on our prep video, our food prep, our video number 7, food prep, was when we made this. We also have 2 carrots.
Yep.
We have some cucumber, some broccoli and
cauliflower.
cauliflower. So about what do they call those?
A head?
When you crown, one crown of broccoli, and cauliflower about.
I'd say it was a third of a broccoli.
Yeah, a third of a cauliflower. And then we also have 2 sweet peppers.
Yes, a yellow and a red. Well, this one's mixed, but
yeah. So you guys can see the vegetables you can choose to put in. It doesn't you can choose whatever you want.
And I'll give you guys a heads up. The reason why we're putting all these vegetables in it is because how we do it is once it's all cooked, we end up blending it. We put it into a blender.
And we'll show you all that.
We'll show you all that, and that way you get to see what our sauce looks like.
So we have a bunch of spices too we put in. So with the garlic powder, some bay leaf, some onion powder, and then also our trusty clubhouse sauces. So Italiano, roasted red pepper, some garlic and herb, and some parmesan and herb. So we put that in the sauce as well. So basically what we're going to do now is the peppers, like the sweet peppers, the carrot, and the broccoli and cauliflower, we're going to put them in the oven and roast them.
For about 20 to 25 minutes. Not very long.
At 375?
At 425. 425. So you want it hotter heat because you want those vegetables. You want that flavor to come out, right?
Yeah.
You want those natural flavors.
So we're going to put that first and then let that sear in there. And then at the same time, we're going to dice up the tomatoes and get everything else, same with the jalapenos, get them all that ready and put that into the pot that we have on the stove. And so right now we'll end the video here for now. We'll start doing that work and we'll show you guys what it looks like once it's done.
See you in a bit. Bye. So we basically have the veggies almost done being roasted. As you can see, they're down there being roasted. And in the pot, we forgot to mention that of course we add onions. So I'm just like sauteing some onions and our habanero and garlic mix.
It's just the olive oil spray in there, so that's 0 points.
So that's
so there's no other ingredient in there right now. It's just those 3 items together.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just do that a little bit.
And we also diced up the jalapeno peppers and the tomatoes. You could just do a rough dice because they're gonna be blended after. So so it looks like that. And then now we're just gonna mix everything together into a pot. We also have here some Splenda.
I put a few tablespoons of Splenda into my sauce because I find it takes away some of the acidity of your tomatoes. If you prefer using regular sugar, go right ahead. You can use regular sugar. If you prefer using stevia, or if you know of anything else that you can use to get rid of some of that acidity, please share. I'd love to see what other suggestions you might have. But we don't mind doing the Splenda just a little bit. So I just added that can of tomatoes, as you can see there. I'm gonna turn my heat down just a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab my other tomatoes as well and add that. And we literally just let this simmer for a couple of hours after. Like sometimes not even a couple of hours, maybe an hour or 2, if that.
Yeah, and then what happens is that the tomatoes start degrading and become really juicy.
Yeah.
And then after that, you put some, you put your spices in. And after that, once it's all done cooking, you also, we blend it. We blend it in a blender. So we'll show you guys that after it's done cooking for an hour.
As far as my spices go, I never measure my spices. I'm sorry, I'm not that type of cook when it comes to spices. I just add to flavor. What I'm gonna do eventually is once it starts cooking down a little bit, I'll probably come and taste it and then add more if I need to. I've added some wine to my sauce before. I know people are like, well, isn't that extra points? But if you're looking at the amount of wine and the amount of sauce you're putting in, even if you put in like 1 point worth of wine, it's not gonna come out and ruin your sauce to make it so high in points that you aren't gonna be able to eat it, okay? Not only that, you're burning away the alcohol by cooking it,
yeah. So what spices he's putting in there, and I think we said them before, but so there's some basil, there's some onion powder, garlic powder. We also have all the clubhouse spices, so there's garlic and herb, roasted garlic and pepper, Italiano, and some Parmesan and herb. So right now that's all going to pot and it'll cook. And then we'll come back in an hour to show you what it looks like once it's been boiling for a while.
Oh, we forgot one important thing, hun.
What?
We need to add the roasted vegetables.
Oh yeah, the roasted vegetables, of course. So he's gonna grab that out of the oven and we'll throw that all in there, we'll let them boil, and then we'll show you guys what it looks like once it's been sitting there for
So here are the roasted vegetables. They're not fully roasted, but I think that's perfect. I just add some of the seasoning that we already put inside.
Yeah.
I added the same seasoning to it. And then another thing too is we sprayed these with our olive oil spray, just so that way they get a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? They got a little bit more roasted, right? Because you want to use some oil on your veggies when you're roasting them a little bit, but we prefer the olive oil spray. This is just going to add some really nice flavor, I think, to the actual sauce. And it'll add some thickness, right? Because your cauliflower and your broccoli.
And it's adding some good nutrients because you're putting all these vegetables in your sauce. It's going to create something very hearty and delicious.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So we will cut here and we'll come back in an hour. We'll show you what it looks like once it's been boiling for a while. See you guys soon. Hey everyone, so we're back.
Sauce has been on the stove for about an hour and a half.
As you can see, it's been, you know, it's been boiling down so that
it's boiled down. All the veggies are really soft. Some of them are still a little hard, but we kind of like that because it adds like a
different consistency.
And then we put it in the blender, of course. And we have a Versa. That's an Oster blender. We love this thing.
Yeah.
We can't lie. It was bought at Target when Target was going down out of business here in Canada. So we love this little thing.
So we just blend it, and then if you want. So this becomes now your 0-point sauce. There's nothing in here that has points. You can use it on anything. You can add it on to chicken. You can add it on to your quinoa noodles, your pizza, anything you want. And it just adds, and we tasted it. It's spicy, and we
ours
love
is spicy. Yeah,
so,
but don't add the spice if you don't like the spice.
Exactly.
You know,
add the vegetables you want and just blend it, and there you go. You have a good sauce. And there's no meat in it as well, so it's vegetarian friendly.
So if you want to add meat to it, then go ahead. You can get some ground turkey or some ground chicken, and you can add. What we like to do is we like to leave it as just a tomato sauce, and only add meat if we want to when we're making that specific meal.
Yeah, so we'll take chicken and we'll grind it,
yeah,
and then we'll cook it, or we'll take a chicken breast and put the sauce on top. So it's just always available for us to do whatever we want with. So thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our spaghetti sauce recipe.
I think we're gonna have spaghetti for dinner tonight, huh?
Yeah, I think so too. If you want to see some more recipes, please comment below at the recipes you guys would like to see.
Or if you guys have recipes you want us to try out for you, tell you if they're good or make them healthy, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
And keep following us on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. And you can also find us on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook. So sign up, keep watching, forward this video to your friends and family, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!